Okay, so we're expanding single brackets, and this is the first method. So we have an example here that says expand 2 open bracket x minus 3y close bracket. Now we're going to use the distributive law, which tells us we're multiplying whatever is on the inside of the brackets by what's on the outside of the brackets. So here, 2 multiplied by x. That's what's on the outside times what's on the inside. And again, there's still something left on the inside of the brackets. So 2 times this minus 3y. So 2 times x is going to give me 2x. Right? And 2 times negative 3y will give me positive times negative gives me negative. 2 times 3y gives me 6y. And I'm finished. So we're still expanding brackets, and this is our box method, or method number 2. So when I look, I see one thing on the outside of the brackets, and I see 2 things on the inside of the brackets. So as it says, the box method, so I'm going to draw a box with 1 row and 2 columns. Like so. So I will put this 2 right here on this side. And I'm going to split up what's on the inside of the brackets and put one term here, x, and the next term, minus 3y, right here. Now what should go inside the box? It will be the product of the 2 things that's on top of it and to this side. So 2 times x will give me 2x, and 2 times minus 3y will give me negative 6y. Then when I'm finished, I put the things inside the box together. So I'm going to get 2x minus 6y. Same answer as before when we did method 1. So method 2, the box method, will come in very handy when we're looking at another example with expanding 2 brackets. Okay, so let's look back at expanding single brackets part 2 now. Remember, once you see a bracket and something directly on the outside of the bracket, then it means you must multiply. And they're asking you to use the distributive law. Now, what's on the outside? Minus x. I'm multiplying it by x. But there's still something left in there. So, I'm going to have to multiply what's on the outside by still what is left inside there. Minus x and this minus 4y. No. A negative times a positive is going to give me what? A negative. So my answer is going to be negative. And x times x is going to give me what? X squared. Because I'm multiplying x by itself 2 times, that's where this 2 comes from. We call it an index or a power. Am I finished? No, I only multiplied here. I need to multiply this minus x by this minus 4y. So negative times negative will give me a positive. Good. And x times 4y will give me 4xy. Are these like terms? No, they're not. Yes, this one has an x in there, and this one also has an x in there. But remember, like terms must have the same variables raised to the same power. This is x raised to the second power, or the second index. This is x raised to the first index. Usually when you see a variable on its own without any power, it means that the index is 1. So this is the lowest our answer can go to. We don't need to simplify any further because we cannot simplify any further. Okay, so we can use the box method to also help us with this. Let's look. There's one thing, one term on the outside of the bracket, so I'll just need one row. But there are two terms inside of the bracket, so I'm going to need two columns. On the outside, I'm going to put my negative x, and on the inside, I'm going to put this bracket, or on the top, the x and the minus 4y. Now remember, what goes inside the box is the product of what's on the outside. So negative times positive gives me what? Negative. And x times x gives me x squared. So x squared is saying that I'm multiplying x by itself basically 2 times. So I'm going to have x times x, which is x squared. But remember now, one is negative and one is positive. Let's look now. Negative times negative give us a what? A positive. So I'm going to get a positive answer here. So x now times 4y will give me 4xy. Now my last step is to put everything that's inside the box together. So I'm going to have minus x squared plus 4xy. Simple.